Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well. If you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure that you all click that subscribe button. Got lots more videos on the way very soon. Before we get into this video, please all check out the shorts that I've uploaded over the last day or so. Yesterday I was in London and came across loads and loads of supercars, 812 Competizione, loads of different Porsches, the brand new Lamborghini Huracans. So yeah, really please go and check out those shorts. Really lucky to come across some great model cars in central London. But in today's video, I am doing a video which I did on my 143 scale, which turned out to be fairly popular on the channel. So around 2 years ago, I uploaded a video, the 5 top brands for 143 scale model cars, and over the last couple of years that video has done quite well on the channel, and I thought to myself, why not do exactly the same video but for my 118 scale collection. So if you're relatively new to the channel, I'm sure you're very aware that I've got predominantly a 118 scale model car collection, but also I've got around 40-50 143 scale model cars as well. So I'll leave a link in the description for that video and some of my 143 cars. Definitely worthwhile checking out if you're interested in that scale, or if you just want to see some of the cars that I've got. But for 118 it does vary. So the cars that I've got on the table are just to highlight some of the brands that I will be covering. So we've got some BBR models in the Ferrari LaFerrari. We've got the BBR 458 Speciale Aperta, and then we've also got the MR Collections Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster. And these are some of kind of the top resin brands that you can buy right now. We'll touch on these later on in the video once we start to get up to those premium brand spots. But I suppose at number 5, for me, where it all started out, are the kind of Auto Arts, the Maystones, all those die-cast model cars. I think they definitely should be on the list. I'm not just going to focus on brands that I've got or really premium quality brands, but I think at number 5 you really can't go wrong with some of the more cheaper end of the die-cast spectrum in terms of what they offer. So yeah, at number 5 I'm definitely putting in Hot Wheels Elite, Maystones, Barragos, really kind of most of those types of brands that I'll be adding to the list. And then at number 4 I would go in at MR Collection models. Now, as you guys know, MR, they only make resin model cars. I've got an example of their model on the table with the Aventador SVJ. They are absolutely great, and to be honest, it's pretty much neck and neck with BBR. I've only put BBR slightly ahead of MR just due to their quality control. I always think I've had 12 or 13 BBR models now, and they've all been great. I've had no issues with BBR. I've only had one issue with MR, but they've definitely got a lot better over time. They make some amazing model cars, MR Collection models. This is probably one of my favorite examples. I've pretty much got all of their Bugattis, and I've only got a couple of their Lambos and Ferraris in the collection. So they're an absolute great manufacturer, great products, really high quality. Highly recommend them. But the prices of these models, I mean, these were around 400 euros new about a few years ago, and now these model cars are in excess of 500 euros. Prices are just going up and up and up at the moment, and it's also kind of questioning how much more can I buy from MR models if the prices keep going up. But really great model, and really lucky to have that in the collection. At number 3 we're moving to BBR. Now I think you've got to have BBR on the list. They make some great resin and die-cast model cars now. Now the examples that I've got, definitely a couple of my favorites, especially with the 458 Spec Aperta. So this one is around maybe about 10 years old now. and it's probably the car that collectors have always messaged me on. Do you want to sell that car? Do you want to swap that car? I'll exchange 2 or 3 of my models for that car. And I'm like, no, it's not for sale. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. But out of all the models that I've got, that one has definitely kind of got the most interest online through Instagram, through YouTube, and it's kind of curious why. But yeah, it's a really good model. And BBR, as you guys know, they make some great resin and die-cast model cars. I really can't fault them. I've had several BBR models and they've all been great. And they are very consistent. Their qualities are exceptional. Their prices are slightly more affordable than kind of the MRs and some other brands as well. But they are definitely real contenders for a top spot in terms of 1/18 scale model cars, both resin and die casts. But I think between both of these brands, between MR and BBR models, you really can't go too wrong. The only cons are the price, but that's inevitable due to the quality and the work that goes into these model cars, and also kind of the rarity. If you miss the opportunity of buying these model cars brand new from BBR or MR, then it's a lot of work to try and find them on the second-hand market on eBay, and to avoid paying a hefty premium on them. So really good models, would highly recommend them. But let's move on to some of the other brands which I want to touch on in the second and third and first space in terms of what are the best 1/18 brands to buy right now. So back to the cabinet. As you guys know, you've probably seen this loads of times on the channel. I did the exact same video with the 1/43 scale. So if you guys want to get a quick indication of what that collection looks like, then here you go. Got lots of Auto Arts, Mini Champs, Sparks, all sorts of different brands, cars up there as well. So please go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description for that video. But in number 2, in second space for the kind of best 1/18 brands you can buy, is Auto Art Signature. Now, you really can't go wrong with Auto Art. They make some exceptional model cars in terms of their Signature series. As you guys can see, I definitely put my money where my mouth is on this one. I pretty much bought every single Auto Art Signature model that they've made. I love them. I love the brand. I love the Signature series model cars. I like what you get with them. I like the certificate of authenticity. I like all the accessories that you get with the model car too. And they are exceptional. They're fully opening die-cast model cars. They're really highly detailed. And I love having some of their flagship models in the collection too. So they are exceptional. When I say Auto Art Signature, I don't mean kind of their composite or their new range model cars. I'm specifically mentioning their older Signature series model cars for the second space. If you are looking for a fully opening die-cast model, I think Auto Art Signature is definitely a really good contender. Obviously alongside maybe Exoto or LCD. I'm yet to get my hands on an LCD model at the moment, but I think they're more Auto Art quality LCD. I'm not sure whether they've got the same quality as their Signature series models, but we'll get to see on that one. But yeah, I think they're absolutely great model cars to have, and having a collection all the way does definitely look very good kind of in the cabinet, which I absolutely love. And I suppose in first position, it's really a toss-up, I think, between Amalgam Fine Model Cars. Now, if you're unaware of Amalgam, they're a British-based model company, model manufacturing company, and they make some of the most highly detailed scale model cars in different scales. So starting from, I believe, 1/8 scale, which tends to cost maybe tens of thousands of pounds, all the way to 1/18 scale. Now 1/18s, you're probably looking at around £800 for an Amalgam model, and they're not die cast like some of the Auto Art models. They are resin model cars, but they are extremely detailed and extremely accurate. So They are very expensive, but they are definitely some of the best model cars that you can ever get. You don't see many on YouTube for Amalgam. I think they're more renowned for their larger scale models, but in terms of the best 118 brands you can buy right now, Amalgam is definitely up there. And then I would probably put just below them maybe CMC. If you're looking for a die cast or an opening equivalent, CMC makes some great model cars, hovering around the same price point as Amalgam in terms of that maybe £500 to £750 range for a CMC model, maybe even more I think for some of their rarer cars. But those two are definitely kind of in a league of their own in terms of the die cast variant. But if you're looking for a resin, Amalgam, but they are super expensive. So I think kind of a good medium point is the Auto-Art Signature or the older BBR models at the bottom there too. But I mean, let me know in the comments below. I mean, what do you guys think about the list? What would be your top 5 118 scale brands? Let me know in the comments as well. Very keen to hear what you guys have to think. But that's kind of what I think at the moment. But as I say, please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon for lots more videos to come. Cheers, bye.